Why does the universe allow me the insight of understanding it's about the fight, the good fight, the fight of faith and not that of sight? What am I saying, guys? What I'm trying to say to you guys is when we walk by faith and not by sight, it's going to require a fight. Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Earl McCrae with Real Relief. And we're up to the letter F on our ongoing series of the ABCs of becoming. Yeah, guys, we're going to talk about faith. We're going to talk about the fight to be faithful, to walk by faith and not by sight, as the book says. So let me first of all get a couple things out of the way. The opposite of faith is not fear, which can be pretty traditional. The opposite of faith is sight, meaning when you gotta see and when you have to have tangible evidence that you're moving in the right direction, yeah, that's not faith. In fact, it's not even really good. It's not really even good leadership. What do I mean by that? Well, a couple stories. Let me share this first story with you. So I'm a military guy, and the running theme is the enlisted versus the officers. And you guys know the enlisted generally leave high school and jump right into it, and officers, have some sort of formal college education. Well, there's the common theme is this: there's a huge difference when bullets start firing between management and leadership. Management is what happens behind the front lines, meaning how many bullets, how many blankets, how many missiles do we have to complete the task? Management. Good morning. That's officer stuff. But then we move beyond management. We talk leadership. When you on the front line and you are in the foxholes, when you are behind the secured area, it requires you being able to go beyond what you can touch, feel, and see. And it requires intuition. It requires that third eye. That third eye, guys, that third eye is commonly referred to as faith or insight, intuition, help from our Creator, help from our Father, help from our universe, or guidance. My second story is my mentor. He shared this with me on this road to his second million. He developed this habit of when he got up in the morning. First of all, he always got up about 2 hours before his family rose. That way, he didn't have to sacrifice the business side of his life and the husband side of his life. When you get up a little bit earlier, you can be a lot more intentional. And then when the rest of the family gets up, then you can sow into them. But he would always make it a point of getting in the habit of getting up and not using a single light. He wanted to be non-reliant on his sight. He didn't want to depend on what he could. He didn't want to have a dependence on what he could see. It was all about what he could feel, what his intuition told him, what insights came to him during his meditation, during his prayer, during his daily devotion. And he shared, by adopting that habit, the time it took him to make his I think he said to me, by the time it was all said and done, he was able to exponentially decrease the amount of energy and time he spent getting to the next level. He had to grind getting into that first million. That second million required a lot of effort. But when he got to the fifth and the sixth million, because he had acquired and he had developed these skills of just relying on intuition more so than just simply data, it made a huge difference. So I want to be clear. This whole idea of faith doesn't mean that we don't look at the data, don't mean that we don't look at our checkbook. It just simply means that we're not dependent to make an informed decision on having all of the information. You just need to have a few data points, and then you move. Sometimes we get into a process of analysis by paralysis, where we got to have every I dotted and every T crossed in order to move. So I've been, sharing a little bit, but let me just bring it home. When we're trying to evolve to that 2.0 version of ourselves, the essence of that requires that we see something in our mind that may not exist when we look in the mirror. We need to generate courage when none exists. We need to generate confidence when it may be empty. We need to generate love where there may be some loathing. But here's the point. If your mind can conceive it and believe it, and you can hold it with emotion, you can achieve it. All right, good friends, I'm going to bring our little post to a close by just saying, look, you guys got this. Whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever you're trying to evolve to, it can happen if you happen. If you go through the process of evolution, of putting on the new self, throwing off the old self, getting into your prayer closet, getting into your daily meditation, tuning out the white noise, and focusing on love and gratitude, you too can be a co-creator of your reality. Take care. God bless. If we can be of assistance, let us know. Our goal is to help 100 overworked, overwhelmed, overweight professionals be up 100K and go down 100 pounds. Take care. God bless y'all.